In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my exact routine for success as a part-time reseller.
Hey, I'm Lee Meyer, and I'm the founder of Listing of Freedom and the Empowered Reseller. And I help clothing resellers make more money without hustling harder. Let's get started.
My name is Lee, if we have not met yet, and I'm a part-time reseller and mom of 4, and I've made over $100,000 selling used clothes on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And reselling is the thing that has allowed me to be able to stay home with my kids and have time for all of the things that are important to me. And I'm guessing that you probably have other responsibilities as well. Maybe you've got a full-time job, or you've got kids that you're raising or grandkids that you want to spend time with, and you're wanting to create that extra income from reselling, but you're just not sure how you're supposed to fit it all in. If that sounds like you, then this video is going to be so helpful because I'm going to break down the exact daily routine that I go through as a busy mom and as a part-time reseller. Before we jump in, I want to give a quick thank you to the sponsor of this video, Vendoo. Vendoo plays a huge part of my daily routine with reselling, as you're going to see, but this video will be helpful for you whether you're cross-listing or not, or even if you're using another cross-listing tool. Now, Vendoo is the tool that I use in my business. It's the one that I recommend as well, and you can find an affiliate link in the description below this video. It'll get you 25% off your first month, but there is a free trial available as well if you'd like to check it out. There's no risk, no commitment with that free trial. So let's go ahead and jump on into my daily routine. Now, the very first thing that I always do is start by taking pictures. I get all of my pictures done for the day, usually about 10 to 15 items, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, depending on the day. I also like to switch things up on occasion and sometimes take all of my pictures for the week all at once so that I'm not having to set up all of my lighting and all of the things again. So I'll sometimes take pictures one day a week for the entire week. Once all of my pictures are done, the next thing that I do is just clean them up with a background eraser tool. Now, there's a lot of tools available on the market. Some don't work so well, others work really well. And the tool that I like to use is Photo Room. But I want to let you in on a little secret. I was actually able to cancel my pro level subscription with Photo Room because it's now built into the Vendoo cross-listing tool. And so when I go to list my items, which we're going to talk about here in a second, that Photo Room tool is actually built in to Vendoo so that you can clean up your photos right inside. So I was paying about $70 annually for the Photo Room app. It's a wonderful app, amazing app, and I would highly recommend it, except the only reason that I canceled is that I don't need it anymore because it's actually built into Vendoo. So it's been able to save me, $70 every year having that tool built in. If I didn't have Vendoo, I would upload my photos from my phone directly to the platform that I'm going to be listing on. However, I started listing directly in Vendoo a few months ago. And so I'm currently, as soon as the pictures are taken, I upload them directly into the Vendoo app. And that's where that background eraser is going to come into play. You're going to use that, clean up your photos, and they're going to look amazing. If you are thinking about using Vendoo, I have found that pictures upload substantially faster when you're uploading them from the app versus the computer, and so that's why I choose to do it from my phone. I also should have mentioned that I upload my photos directly into a template that I've already created. Templates are your friends. They will save you so much time. You can set up the things that you always use. For example, if you know that you're going to be listing jeans and they're always over a pound, you can set that up ahead of time so that you're not having to re-enter any information. You can set up your measurements because you're probably always going to have the same measurements by the item type. So for example, for jeans, I would have the measurement across the waist, the rise, the length. That's going to be consistent, and having that set up in a template is going to save me so much time. Every single time I go and list, it's going to be all done for me, ready to go, and then I just have to fill in the actual number measurements. Now, as I'm using the app to get all of my pictures uploaded and those backgrounds erased, I'm simultaneously filling out the listing forms at the same time. So I'm doing double duty to be able to get done about 10 items before my kids are up for the day. Because I'm listing right in Vendoo, I go through the Vendoo listing form, and this is where I enter my measurements. I also, at the same time, fold up the item that I'm working on, weigh it, and put it in its box. So I've got all of the information for the shipping. I get that entered in the Vendoo form. And then from there, it's just a few quick seconds to be able to get that item listed across multiple platforms. So the platforms that I'm listing on right now are eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. It's about 3 minutes start to finish to get my pictures uploaded, to get the listing done and cross-listed out to all the platforms, folded up and put away into storage. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am working fast and furious during this time because I know the clock is ticking and my kids are gonna be up for the day when I'm listing. And so once the pictures are done, it takes me about 30 minutes to get through about 10 items and get them all listed and put away in storage, ready to go for when they sell. Now, while this whole process is going on of getting my pictures uploaded from my phone, listing, taking the measurements, entering the measurements, putting the item away in storage, I'm also in the background using Vendoo's delist and relist tool. The delist relist tool is going to delist old items and then relist them as brand new items so that they appear at the top of search results. The delist relist tool is an add-on that you would need to add on to your Vendoo subscription, but it does run in the background and does not interfere with any of the things that you're doing on your computer or inside of Vendoo. It's running as you're doing other things. Now, whether you're using Vendoo or you're manually delisting and relisting your items, this is an easy way to get a boost in your sales without having to slash your prices. Oftentimes, I'll have sales come in as soon as they've been relisted as a brand new item at the full price I had initially asked for, even on items that have sat for a long time. Now, a lot of people ask me how many items that they should delist and relist every day. And I say, just do whatever fits with your schedule. So if you can get through 10 or 20 or 30 as you're completing your listings, I don't spend extra time. It's all happening as I'm getting new items listed. That completes my morning routine and I can get on with my day. Sales notifications are going to come in. I actually have those turned off because I don't want to be bothered. I know some people love the cha-ching. They're addicted to the cha-ching. But for me, I want to be able to enjoy my kids, get them off to school, do all of the things that I need to do without being bothered by sales coming in or questions coming in. And then in the evening, then that's when I come back and complete my evening routine to get items shipped out the door, be able to answer any questions that have come in throughout the day. With Vendoo's new auto sales detect feature, I've been able to relax more throughout the day, not worrying that an item is going to sell twice because I know that if it sells, it's gonna automatically be detected and then delisted on the other platforms where it's listed on. In the evening, I'll log back into Vendoo and just make sure that all of those sales are correct. I clear out that sales data, and then I will proceed into each platform where I've made sales, go and pull the items, and then print out the labels and get them all packaged up so they're ready to go out in the morning. Oh, and if you're wondering, that auto sales detect feature is available to all Vendoo users, no add-ons required. I hope that learning about my easy and simple daily routine as a part-time reseller has inspired you and helped you see how you could fit reselling in even if you've got a full-time job and even if you've got other responsibilities. And I want to give one last shout out to Vendoo for making this video possible. Again, you can sign up for your Vendoo account to get 25% off your first month in the link below this video. And if you'd like to check out more on Vendoo, I do go in depth and I'm gonna leave a link for the next video as soon as this is done, and hopefully I will see you there.